No work, no school, no shopping across the nation today. The video on your screen shows May Day rallies from coast to coast. Some crowds demanding higher taxes on billionaires and celebrating workers and the history of organized labor. And others, they say they're standing up for laborers of all kinds, with immigrant rights taking the spotlight. And those rallies spilled into Jacksonville as we take a look at some new video. Tonight, dozens gathered in front of the Duval County Courthouse in Jacksonville, calling for higher wages and better working conditions in their opinion. And that's where we find our Christina Burgess live tonight. She's at the courthouse where this all happened. Christina, workers from many different backgrounds were at that rally.
Yeah, Anthony, at today's rally, we heard from union workers across different industries, from Duval County school teachers to stagehands and activists, standing in solidarity and calling for change. But one Florida state representative says this is fake outrage, and he says it's anti-American to tell people to not work, not spend, and to shut down businesses.
When I say union, you say power. Union! Power. Union!
Common goals as workers and demanding of fair wages and safe working conditions and the ability to unionize.
That message ringing loud in Jacksonville as local activists and union workers gathered outside the Duval County Courthouse for a May Day rally demanding higher wages and better working conditions. Unions like the Duval County Teachers Union and Stagehands Union stood side by side, joining nearly 20 community groups pushing for workers' rights. May Day, also known as International Workers' Day, is recognized globally as a holiday in countries like India, Germany, China, France, and Spain.
As we know, workers are what make our country great. We know that workers develop countries. They help make it so that we have food, so that we have homes, so that we have safety.
Organizers say immigrant rights and workers' rights are deeply connected.
People of all backgrounds work. They provide for their families. They produce labor for all of us.
We feel like here in the state of Florida that union busting is a prominent thing, and we have to stand up for our rights to make sure our voice is heard and people know that we can unionize.
We also have to include the public sector workers, the white-collar workers, who are also represented by the AFL-CIO. And I hope that we can build solidarity and density to have our workers treated with respect and dignity around Duval County.
And I reached out to Florida State Representative Dean Black about these May Day rallies. He sent me this statement saying, quote, "This fake outrage is about left-wing activists pushing an agenda most Americans don't buy. You don't stand with workers by telling them not to work." He went on to say telling people not to work, not to spend, and to shut down businesses isn't pro-worker, it's anti-American. While these activists push to shut down the economy, he says Republicans are unified in our efforts to grow it. Reporting live outside of the Duval County Courthouse, Christina Burgess, First Coast News on your side.